Hello there. Today we're crossing dimensions and galaxies far away for one of the craziest potential matchups ever imagined. The telekinetic juggernaut of 11 versus the Sith Lord Darth Vader. We are going to break down everything from power, speed, durability, weaknesses, and seeing who will walk away from the fight, if anyone does. So without further ado, let's dive in. Doing a brief overview on 11, also known as Jane Hopper. She was raised in a Hawkins lab as an experiment. She grew up being pushed to her limits day in and day out, faced psychological trauma every single day, and was forced to master her telekinetic abilities. She has the ability to throw vans like it's nothing, snap bones without touching anyone. She can launch multiple targets at once, hurt monsters from the upside down, open and close different portals to the upside down, and when her emotion skyrockets, her power levels can spike to dangerous levels. The biggest weakness might be as her power strengthens, she gets weaker very quick, and when that happens, she loses the ability to use her powers. The Sith Lord Darth Vader, once a Jedi Knight, the chosen one, who has fallen to the dark side, became the galaxy's most feared being. From stopping blaster fire mid-air, choking people out whenever he pleases, pulling starships from out of the sky, crushing any material he wants, and being able to survive fire, explosions, lightsaber attacks, or whatever comes his way. Unlike 11, Vader's power doesn't weaken. Between the years of training as a Jedi and a Sith under his belt, nothing can faze him. Round 1, we are going to look at raw power. 11 has shown ability to flip vehicles or take down a helicopter and restrain multiple enemies, but Vader's power is on a totally different tier. He can crush starships, break bones, tear through blaster doors, and take on multiple Jedi. He's even manipulated objects far larger than anything 11 has faced. Using a fraction of his power, he can knock down multiple enemies at once in full armor. And when he is in full menace mode, he will choke out other Imperial officers just for the love of the game. So far as power goes, Vader takes it. Round 2, we will look at speed and precision. 11's powers hit hard, but her activation time varies. Sometimes she snaps targets instantly, but other times she needs several seconds of focus. Vader, meanwhile, can react to blaster fire at Jedi level speeds. His precision is surgical. He can throw, pull, choke, block within a fraction of a second without even thinking about it. As far as speed goes, Vader would dominate. For durability and stamina, this may be the biggest difference between the two. 11 burns out extremely quick, and we've seen her collapse on multiple occasions, losing consciousness or bleeding heavily from her nose. Vader, on the other hand, this guy is a walking tank. His armor protects him from all sorts of things like fire, explosions, heat, blaster fire, physical attacks like a fist fight even, and even some energy-based attacks. And because he's fueled by the dark side purely off of rage and emotion, the more hurt he gets, the more dangerous he becomes. While for 11, while the more hurt she gets, the weaker she becomes. Stamina and durability overwhelmingly are in Vader's favor. Round 4 is the mental battle. 11's strength is purely emotional. Her strongest feats come from pain, fear, anger, and love for her friends in Hawkins. Vader thrives on emotion too, but the opposite of anger and hatred. And here's the thing, Vader is a master of mental manipulation, and he can sense fear, anticipate attacks through the Force, and crush opponents mentally. He will exploit your weaknesses before you even realize you have them. 11 has been psychologically manipulated by Dr. Brenner, and Vader would know that and exploit that weakness within a matter of seconds. It's been very one-sided for Vader so far, so how could 11 potentially win? To beat Vader, it's extremely unlikely, and she would have to catch him off guard, use her strongest burst early, and crush or dismember parts of his life support armor and overwhelm him before he senses her emotion. If she manages to miraculously do this, like a van toss moment, she could theoretically crush his chest plate or tear off his helmet, but that's going to require perfect timing, and Darth Vader would sense this with his Force abilities and won't let it happen. In all honesty, Vader would know what she's about to do before she even knows what she's going to do. So the fight would end up playing out like this. Vader would sense her emotion, he knows that she's afraid, he anticipates her attacks, 11 starts charging up, and within the blink of an eye, Vader would just use his abilities to use a force choke or push her to a wall in a room. Once Vader essentially levitates her with the force, 11 wouldn't be able to think straight, and that would pretty much be it. So who wins? Darth Vader wins decisively.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Not because 11 is weak, she's unbelievably strong for her age and other creatures with her types of power, but Vader operates on an entirely different level and uses emotion to fuel his strength, while when 11 is emotional, it ends up weakening her. 11 has heart, I'll give her that, but it's no match for the Sith Lord himself. Vader has dealt with multiple opponents way stronger than 11, and sometimes at the same time. While to me this is a bit one-sided, what do you think? Do you agree with this? Would Vader destroy 11 in a matter of seconds, or will 11 put up a pretty good fight? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button if you've enjoyed. Subscribe for more wild content across multiple universes, and I will see you in the next one.